that is honestly the basis of being a boss. This is the goal for the future. This is the team I have to make that happen. How can we do this?
Right. And you know you're not going to make everyone happy.
And that's just fact.
And none of these signs have a problem with
They don't give a fuck.
potentially disappointing you or hurting your feelings.
Oh.
Oh. What's good, y'all? Welcome to our channel. I'm Maya.
And Sarah.
And we are charmed and dangerous.
Because you know we're charming.
And we're dangerous.
And we dangerous, baby. Especially when I'm telling you what to do.
Right, especially when we're talking about bosses. Okay?
Girl boss.
Right. Gotta give you that boss energy when we talking about bosses. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I don't know why my New York accent.
Yeah, I'm like, cause you from New York?
Because I'm from New York, and I feel like all New Yorkers are bosses.
Yeah,
you obviously.
You said. Tips in New York.
Let me know the first sign who you think is the best boss. Brings that boss energy, makes a good manager, whatever it may be.
Yeah. I want to preface this video by saying, like, to me, I feel like a boss is someone that takes themselves seriously and who doesn't need the approval or likeness of others to survive in the workplace or just in any environment. Like, they don't need anyone's approval.
Yeah.
And the 3 signs that I picked are an accurate representation of that. So that's something that I just want to let the people know. That is why I picked these 3 signs. And again, it's based off of our experiences. So if you disagree, that is completely fine. You know, that's your experience. And comment down below if you don't agree or you do. Yeah. We would love to hear it.
We need to know your favorite bosses too, or your top bosses too.
Exactly.
You know, this is just our opinions, as Sarah just said.
Exactly.
Okay, so don't get mad.
Yeah, that's what I really meant to say. Don't be mad.
Don't be mad if you ain't the boss today, okay? Doesn't mean you ain't a boss or whatever.
Right. I'm New York.
What? Okay. She's just
You
coming
from Staten
down.
Island?
I guess so.
Alright, my first boss that I picked is Aries.
I'm not bossy. I'm the boss.
Listen, I grew up with a mom that's an Aries, so it was a very Aries energy household, and my 4th house is ruled by Aries, so I feel like I have this first-hand experience with Aries energy and it being very prevalent in my life, and like how my mom got shit done. Like, I can't help but always respect Aries people like that, because she raised 6 kids by herself after my dad passed, so I will just always have this underlying respect and loyalty to Aries placements to get shit together. You know?
Yes.
I feel like Aries are the original leaders of the Zodiac. Once Aries learns to delegate, they will make the absolute best bosses. You know, Aries being Mars ruled knows exactly how to get shit done. They have that fire under their ass, and I feel like their cardinal energy also lights a fire under whoever's ass it is that's working for them or is around them, because you want to impress them.
Exactly.
Like, you see how they get shit done, you're like, well, if they can do it like that, like, I want to do it like that too. Because it kind of makes you feel like you don't have your shit together when you see an Aries getting it done like that.
Yep.
And I feel like they're also the lone soldier. Like, we talk about this often. When you're used to being a one-man team, I feel like you know how every part of the machine works. A good boss knows how everything should be done and has no problem explaining all parts of it to the person that they're delegating this to. I can't respect a boss that doesn't know what they're talking about when they're telling me about my job. Even though they don't have to do my job, they're my boss, so they should be good at explaining it to me.
Yes.
And because I feel like Aries is all around really good at everything and trust themselves to get everything done by themselves, I feel like they make really good bosses.
Yeah, no, they know things like back to front, you know what I mean? So it's like they can hop in and like really teach you how to do it or do it anytime. And I really do feel like Aries energy, they're very much like, well, I can do it, so you can do it too. You know what I mean? And that can be very inspiring for some people too, just that kind of energy. It's like, okay, well, literally, here's my example. Now I know you can get it done too.
For real.
Like,
for real.
Truly.
I also feel like Aries is just like really confident at everything they do. You know what I mean? Like, have you guys ever met a boss that isn't confident? That shit makes everyone else on the team second guess their work.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, I want my boss to know that they're the best at what they do, because again, I get a sense of that energy, and I And I kind of feel like now I can do everything too. You know?
No, truly.
That cardinal fire energy, like it just lights up and it takes over when you're around it.
Yeah.
Like I said, it lights a fire under your ass.
And I also love Aries energy as the boss because it's like there has to be that initiator. You know what I mean? Like there's always somebody who's getting it started.
Yeah.
And Aries has no problem doing that. Like, let's get moving. I also really love an Aries boss because they're very quick to react to any situations that you tell them about or any blockers you may be having. You know what I mean?
For sure.
They are actors. You know what I mean? They move on things when they hear about issues. And they protect their employees, especially if there's like an outside person or something like that. Like, they're very protective in that sense. And it's like, I love that because you feel like you can trust your boss. And I feel like that's something that's really important too.
Absolutely.
It's like you respect them because you know Aries puts in the work, and then you trust them because you know when you fuck up, like they're gonna have your back. Or if somebody's doing you wrong,
they're not just gonna leave you hanging. Exactly. There's a lot of bosses, I feel like, that you fuck up and they're like, well, that was on you. And then they have no problem telling people, yeah, it was them. But an Aries boss will kind of take you under their wing and be like, you know what? This was something that we all probably should have seen coming, and it's okay that this happened this way. Let's figure out how it won't happen again.
Exactly.
You know, they won't just leave you in the dust like, well, look at you suck.
Right. Make you the scapegoat. Like, Aries is a real leader, and they know that that's not what real leaders do.
Absolutely.
You know, they know that it's everybody's like responsibility. You know, or really their responsibility. Okay, obviously I also picked Aries. That's why I'm just like adding on. You're adding on to my
bit. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, Aries is boss.
Yeah, they're a fucking boss. And I also really like Aries as a boss because I feel like when you're slacking, they have no problem putting you in your place. Like that Martian energy is like, get your shit together, you know? And I really respect that. I feel like with Martian energy in general, like I feel like Scorpio really could be a boss too, but right now I'm talking about Aries. It's like you have to earn their respect, you know? And can I just say, when you earn their respect, it feels fucking good. From an Aries or a Scorpio, you're like, damn, like to me, I feel like they're quality people, you know what I mean? They put in the work, and it's nice to fight for you. Exactly. And it's like when you see that in me and that I'm worthy of that like kind of love, and I see how you protect people, I'm like, fuck yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you want to be under my wing? You know what I mean? Like, when I love you and I protect you. And bosses, I feel like when they love the people that work for them, they give them so much. Like, they want them to learn from them.
100%.
Good bosses are the types of people that want you to learn from them. They're not the people that feel insecure because one day you might take their job, because they know they're the best at what they do, and they know they'll grow and you'll grow too. Like, you want to be around these types of bosses. Yeah. Not the type of bosses that have power trips or that feel like they can just tell you whatever the hell they want to because they're above you. Like, these are not quality bosses. We're talking about people who are fucking amazing at their job and are great teachers.
Cause
and protectors.
Yeah. Cause that's a huge part of being a leader.
Yeah.
You know?
It is. Absolutely. Okay, next I picked Scorpio, and I'm smiling because I'm a Scorpio, which means I am your daddy. I'm just kidding. If you want me to be. No, but on some real shit, like, besides me being a Scorpio stellium, I do think Scorpios are really good bosses, and I feel like we all know Scorpio is one of the most determined signs in the zodiac. We don't give up. We're fixed water. We use our emotions to get obsessed with things, and when your emotions are involved, you want to be the best, you know? And I feel like this internal energy of Mars knows how to lead with their minds. Scorpio understands people. When it comes to leadership, their level of understanding allows them to push their team in the best possible way. When you are getting pushed by someone who loves you, adores you, believes in you, you also can't help but feel like you want to give them your everything. You know, you respect your boss when they actually care about you on that deep emotional level and who sees your potential. Truly. Scorpio is also the alchemist of the zodiac. Their ability to transform and empower themselves also seeps into their relationships, you know? A Scorpio boss, a good Scorpio boss, will empower you and believe in you. I always say us Scorpios, we love an underdog and we believe in you. When no one else believes in you, we're the types of people that will be like, hey, I see something else in you. And who cares what other people are seeing? Like, I've been down bad too. You know what I mean? But like, if I got out of it, you can get out of it. And I feel like that is our way of empowering people and healing people, is letting them know, hey, I've been through some crazy shit. And if I got through it, you can get through it. And that transcends into leadership as well. You know, people don't need to come into a role and be the best at it. But if they believe in themselves and if their boss believes in them, they can become some of the best employees.
Truly.
I wholeheartedly believe that.
And I feel like I love this about Scorpio energy. I feel like they are empathetic enough to see like, hey, you may not be totally qualified for this job on resume, but I see something in you. You know, like you guys are like,
you just
intuitive
you feel
like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I feel like these other signs that I picked, at least, like they may not necessarily have that emotional intuitive factor like Scorpio does. And I do agree that they are like a top boss for that reason.
For sure.
Because a lot of people are afraid to maybe put their emotions into it. A lot of people like to separate, you know, like
for sure, work and
pleasure
and feelings. You know what I mean? And for us, it's really hard to do that in every aspect of life, not just work. For us Scorpios, we do take everything personally, and we don't think it's just business. Like we personally feel like this is something that you did to me and it hurts me, or this is something you did to me at work, but now I love you as a friend. Like, you know what I mean? Because I see what you did for me, and that's what we want to do for people as well. And we also know that people produce the absolute best work when they're encouraged and admired. Like, you want someone to win, just tell them you believe in them. You want your partner, your friend to do well when they're going through it. Like, tell them, I believe in you. Like, I know that you're going through some shit right now, but I've seen you at your best. Like, people just hearing that from you, they will honestly, it's like a placebo effect almost. They're like, oh my God, my friend or partner believes in me. Okay, maybe I should believe in myself more. Like, that is the power of encouragement and of just believing in people. And I think a lot of people are too scared to cross those boundaries at work. And I get it, there's always a boundary, don't cross too far into that other lane, but there's nothing wrong, I feel like, with sitting with people and letting them know, hey, like, I know you can do this. You know, I know you can do this, and I believe in you, and it's okay that you got emotional.
Or understanding too, like I feel like Scorpio would be very good at understanding, like, I have life things going on right now. That's why I can't produce this level of work that I would understand
that,
do.
like,
you know what I
freaking
mean?
other. You guys, as a Scorpio, like, some of my best bosses were the bosses that, like, literally they taught me how to control my emotions at work, but also how to let it get me what I want at work. Like, they never told me I was doing too much. The best bosses I had, they understood how I was, because they also saw me fucking killing it when I am interacting with people and using my emotions. You know, it's all about that.
No, truly. I feel like Scorpios understand the power of emotions, and they use that in their big boss energy. You know? Which I think a lot of the signs would have other signs would have trouble doing. Really.
For sure.
Commanding a presence and remaining emotionally available.
Yes, because when you're emotionally available, society has made us think that when you're too emotionally available, people are not going to take you seriously. People are going to look at you and be like, well, you shouldn't be having this much emotion when it comes to this kind of professional setting. But it's all about finding that right balance, because if you can connect with someone that you're talking to on a professional level emotionally, you already are breaking these barriers, and it means that, like, they'll be able to connect with you on a whole nother level, and maybe you guys will create amazing things together because you crossed the line just a little bit. I'm giving you all the secret.
All right, next, let's talk about big boss Zaddy Capricorn.
Zaddy, are you boss or are you Zaddy? I don't know.
I mean, it could be both.
Imagine you get a Capricorn. Do you want me to call you boss or Zaddy?
What if you... Okay, honestly, I say Zaddy with Capricorn so much that I feel like it may just accidentally slip out.
I mean, I love that.
Anyways, obviously Capricorn is a top boss, right? Like, come on. They're incredibly structured, and I feel like they also lead by example. And can I just say, like, I feel like everyone's also, like, proud to be, like, taught by a Capricorn. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you feel a sense of pride, like, you, like, want to be taught by them because they've reached such great accomplishments than the average person. Exactly. Like, they've gone to higher heights than most people.
Do we suck the dick of Capricorn too much on this channel? Because I feel like sometimes we're, like, going in. And I don't know. As a Scorpio, I don't know if that sits right with me. I'm obsessed. I love you guys. I'm a Capricorn rising, but sometimes I'm like, we don't put y'all in your place enough. And I know nobody else does either. So do you want me to start? Did I just top Capricorn?
Yes! Yes, you did. You bossed them.
All with love. I fuck with you guys.
No, and they liked it. They liked that dominating,
They did.
domineering energy.
I know.
That's the only kind of energy.
In our 5 reasons why we love Capricorn video, I said how I want a Capricorn friend.
Yeah.
And that is the thirstiest I have been about a friend. Never will I ask for a friend. Like truly.
No, truly.
No new friends.
No.
But like Capricorn friends, yeah.
Back to the show. I feel like Capricorns can be kind of scary bosses to me though. Like I was just saying, they have this very domineering energy.
Yeah.
And I feel like they have, so like they could either have this very stern look, like I feel like men have a very stern look, or like the women, as I've said before, like have a very serious resting bitch face, which you know
sure.
I respect, but also it's hard to read as like an employee. So it could, you feel like maybe, oh, can I approach you? Like I want to learn from you.
Yeah. Do you think I'm dumb?
Yeah, you know? And I feel like Capricorn bosses, they'll like come over and like demand something of you. They'll be like, I need this right now, give you like really detailed instructions, but be like, let's go.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, like I've never
Like,
done this
let's
before.
go.
And you're feeling like it's like a really big task. But if you're actually listening to the Cap, they told you exactly how to
what
do
to
it.
do.
And they're trying to rise you up right now.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to level you up.
Yeah, you're so right.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's like you don't even know it and you're scared, but it's like just go with the flow, just trust the
Go with
Cap. It'll work out. I feel like Capricorn has this energy that it's like, oh, I don't have time for you or whatever, but if you open up to them and like really ask advice, like they will take the time and share their knowledge with
Exactly. They're not gonna be the ones that are gonna come and check on you.
No.
They're not, but you need to be the one that seeks them out. Because I feel like if you seek them out, they will be receptive to that. But they're not the ones to fill up their time to coming around and checking on people.
Right.
Truly.
They have other
Because they
things to work
assume
on.
that you're kind of like them. Capricorn, it takes them a long time to go ask for help. So for other people, they kind of assume the same thing. You're like, well, if you wanted my help, you would ask.
Exactly.
You know? I feel like Capricorn just had big boss energy as soon as they came out of the womb. You know what I mean? Capricorns were born to lead because they truly can't stand the thought of like wasting time. Because time is money, honey. Capricorn understands that. Time is money. So if they picked you or if you ended up being on their team, they're gonna spend their time wisely. You know? And Capricorn really lets their emotions get the best of them. They are the definition of it's not personal, it's business. What we talked about with Scorpio, it's like the opposite. For Capricorn, they truly don't give a fuck about that personal shit. They know how to keep it professional 99% of the time. And to be a good boss, you have to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned at the beginning, and Capricorn is the sign of being taken seriously. You can't help but respect Capricorn as soon as they walk into the room.
Truly. They take
You know what I
themselves
mean?
seriously.
They really do. They really freaking
So you
do.
can only help but also take them seriously.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And I feel like they also just push you to be better every day. They will teach you the art of picking yourself back up and going at it again. You know, they're the GOAT in the Zodiac for a reason. They just keep climbing and they're really freaking good at it. And although their cold nature might be intimidating at first, Capricorn bosses know that first you must be respected, and then maybe a more friendly relationship will be formed after.
Right.
But their priority is being respected, and I think that is really important to discuss about bosses. A lot of people want to be liked, and I will say this genuinely, if you are going to be a boss, you have to get that out of your head. You cannot think about being liked because you will do things that people don't like, and it's sometimes life is not fair, and they will be kind of sad with your decisions. But that's not for you to think about. That's not for you to stress about. As a boss, you just have to get it done and you have to produce the best work. Yes, you will want to be respected and loved, baby, by your people. That's not a priority. Your priority is getting the job done.
Yeah.
And I do think Capricorn is really good at that. They don't give a fuck about you liking them.
Truly.
And I will say that about all three of the signs I picked. And you probably agree too. Most of the time we're the same, but other ones too. Like, they don't care about being liked.
Nope.
They just want to get the job done.
Yeah, my last sign also does not care about being liked at all. It's Aquarius. It's like, they're like, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Aquarius, like, I might be at the, like,
Right at the top of
with Aries and Aquarius, I don't care about you liking me.
at all. You know, like, I'm gonna do my own thing. Thank you. You know?
Rule breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, I also like Aquarius energy because I feel like they're not afraid to take a chance in a business place.
Oh,
you know?
Yes, honey. Like when I think of
Like
every freaking like let's say Apple Like all these like groundbreaking brands, companies, like I can't help but think of Aquarius energy when I think of them because Aquarius is so forward thinking.
Yeah. Yes, no, literally. And I just wanted to say, you know, earlier we were talking about how Scorpio is an amazing boss because they can have their emotions involved, and then we were kind of talking about Capricorn and how they're able to detach. I feel like Aquarius does that too, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's why, in my opinion, they make a good boss, because they can detach from, they can separate that work and pleasure, you know, and they know like, this isn't about me, or like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my own thing. I feel like Aquarius energy is so individualistic. They're like, I don't care if you're mad about this. I'm the boss and I kind of make this decision. Yeah, you know?
Yeah, for
and it's usually for the better because they're so futuristic thinking that it's like, you know what? I'm sure Aquarius kind of in a snotty way is thinking like, you can't even see this far ahead. You know, like I'm, you know, but like I have the vision. So like, just trust me on this
for sure
bit, you know?
I completely agree. And also like Aquarius, you know, the 11th house Aquarius, it's that community shit, right? So it's like Aquarius wants every person in the community to thrive and to win, and they understand that when the community's thriving, we all feel happy individually too. So how could that not be one of the best boss energies? Someone who understands why we all need to be happy to make this work.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, no, truly. I feel
love
like
that you picked Aqua.
Yeah, I feel like Aquarius really cares about their team and how collaboratively we're working. It's like, if the team isn't vibing, like, they're not gonna be happy with what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, because we're not producing our best work. They know that there has to be some sort of harmony, some collective community to make things go. The other reason why I pick them as like a top boss to me is because they don't micromanage people. You know what I mean? They give people the space to
do their thing.
And do their thing. And I love all the other signs that we talked about, and I literally almost picked the same 3 as Sarah. But for me as a Sagittarius, I was like, I actually need a different sign that will allow me to kind of do my own thing. Yeah. And if I need help, I can come to them and ask for
a little bit more freedom.
I ultimately feel really like Aquarius doesn't care enough to be micromanaging you.
They don't.
You know, they're gonna like trust hopefully in you that you're gonna get the work done. And similar to Capricorn, it's like, if you need help, come ask me and I'll have new ideas for you and we can brainstorm and work together. But like, I'm not gonna bug you unless you come ask.
Absolutely.
You know, which I like as a boss too. Like I said, I don't want to be micromanaged or someone like helicoptering me all the time or too domineering of energy. Like, trust in me, because when you trust in me, like we're kind of saying with Scorpio, amazing things
can happen. Yeah, I agree. I feel like Aquarius also just doesn't care for the approval of everyone else. You know, and like I said before, to be a good boss, you need to stand firmly in your decisions, and just because so-and-so is butthurt or so-and-so doesn't like it doesn't mean that the decision you made as a boss is not the best one. You can't change that just because everyone isn't happy. Right. You have to think about what the goal was, what you're hoping to achieve in the future. Yeah. Which that is honestly the basis of being a boss. This is the goal for the future. This is the team I have to make that happen. How can we do this? Right. And you know you're not going to make everyone happy. And that's just fact. And none of these signs have a problem with, they don't give a fuck, potentially disappointing you or hurting your feelings. All right, lovely people. Thank you for chilling with us while we discuss the best bosses in the Zodiac. If you agree, like I said at the beginning, comment down below. If you don't, comment down below. Like, we would all love to hear your experiences with different signs. Okay, and if you didn't know, your girl's got a podcast, okay? And we post that podcast every Wednesday on YouTube and also on all podcast streaming platforms. Links are down below. But at the end of each YouTube video, we have a question that we discuss further in the podcast. So are you ready for this week's question? You know I am. Okay, so the question is, what was the sign of your worst boss? Why were they so terrible? So we are gonna discuss this, and boy, do I have stories. I'm gonna be messy. Listen, I've been in toxic situations. Yes. And it's time to expose, honey. Okay? It's time. We're ready. We're so ready. Release here. Yes. So as I said, podcast goes live every Wednesday. YouTube videos go live every Monday and Thursday. We're gonna link our socials somewhere over here. Go ahead and give us a follow. Don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends. We would absolutely love that. We love you guys so much, and hope that Aquarius season is continuing to bless you with good experiences, good fun, all that good shit. Yeah. Okay, love you. Bye.